Hi guys, Cathryn Hartt here of Heart and Soul Studio, the acting coach. So, I want to talk to you about one of my pet peeves. Alright, if you guys have ever been in one of my in-person classes, I am sure you have heard me say this little phrase to you. If you don't stop doing that hand acting, I'm going to cut your hands off. Yes, I really hate hand acting. I don't know, why do actors do this? It's so weird. We hardly ever talk like this in our real lives. But, oh yeah, and sometimes we don't even have two hands. We just have one hand doing things like this, and we have a dead arm over here that isn't even alive anymore. Why do we do that? Why do we do that stuff? And you're going like, well, I use my hands. You use your hands when you talk. I see you on the training videos. Yeah. I use my hands with my entire body attached to them so that it actually makes sense, and I do other things too, like, you know, my clothes and stuff like that. I don't just do this, flailing my hands around. Okay, so let me tell you a couple of reasons why you don't want to do this. Number one, it seems unnatural. When you're doing this, it starts to stand out. And when I tell people they're doing hand acting and then I play the scene back, they go like, oops, I see what you mean. Because everything was going along fine, and then, oh, what are you doing? Yes, I know. Well, you know how it goes. And they go, I see, that little hand just looks really strange, bobbing around out there, having a little life of its own. At least do puppet theater or something with it. Hello, how are you doing? Do something more interesting. All right, so that's the second tip I have to give you. The first tip is stop doing the hand acting. Just stop it. That's number one. Just don't do it anymore. Try to find something more interesting. So, number two, finding something interesting to do instead. All right, let's say I could use, well, I was showing you I could use my sweater, I could do something with my hair, I could even scratch my nose. Oh, I might even have a prop that I'm doing something with that might be more interesting. So you're going to do something more interesting. Instead of hand acting, I'm going to do something that actually looks better in the shot. Something that, you know, maybe I'm doing a little stuff on, you know, just give yourself something more natural to do, because that is going to look more interesting. Remember, camera is all about pictures. So if I'm making a boring picture, then no one's going to want to see me. It looks like I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. Instead of doing something more interesting, like shifting over on the couch or you know, kind of adjusting things. It's just something that has much more natural flow to it, and it's just more interesting to look at. And the third reason that I do not want to just flail my hands around, the third little tip I'm going to give you about what you're going to do instead. All right, remember number one, I just stopped doing that, especially with the dead arm. Number two, I'm going to do something that's more interesting to watch. Number three, I'm going to do something that tells you about my character. Something that gives you more information about who I am. Or, you know, yeah, you can use your clothes to tell people, like, exactly who you are and stuff. So, don't just sit there and flail. That doesn't tell me anything. No, do something, yeah. And get, you know, you get different angles and stuff on you. You can, yeah, put your foot up on something and, hey, what do you, so, I'll get a piece of lint off of you. Do something that tells me something about you. Instead of, gee, I can flail my hands around. Isn't this obnoxious looking? Don't do it anymore. Or I shall come right through your little screen there and chop your hands off. Is that scary? See you next time.